Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. In today's video we're going to be looking at a couple of Star Wars Black Series exclusives straight from the trading post of Batuu at Galaxy's Edge. We have Hondo Ohnaka and DJ Rex. Let's take a look.
Hondo Ohnaka, and this is Ohnaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come.
These two figures were originally meant to be park exclusives, only available at the Galaxy's Edge section of Disney Hollywood Studios in Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida, or Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, California. But obviously due to the pandemic and the fact that for a large proportion of last year Walt Disney World was closed, and also Disneyland, California is still closed to this day due to California restrictions, what Disney and Hasbro did is that they released these available online and in stores across the world. So you didn't just have to go to the theme parks to get them, because you couldn't go to the theme parks to get these. So they do have the exclusive logo on there, straight from Galaxy's Edge, trading post. But as I said, due to conditions and obviously what's currently going on with the world, they are available online for the price of $24.99. Before we get into the actual review of the figures, here's a little background on Hondo Ohnaka, DJ Rex, and the history of Galaxy's Edge. The Star Wars themed Galaxy's Edge park were added to Disneyland, California and Walt Disney World, Orlando, Florida in 2019. They totally immerse you in the world of a galaxy far, far away, and include two rides currently: Smuggler's Run, in which you can pilot the Millennium Falcon in a simulator-based ride, and Rise of the Resistance, in which you become a Resistance freedom fighter helping Rey, Poe and Finn infiltrate a First Order Star Destroyer. The characters Hondo Ohnaka and DJ Rex are full animatronic figures that are in Galaxy's Edge. One of them introduces you to Smuggler's Run, and the other is in Olga's Canteen, in which you can get food and beverages. If you're a fan of Star Tours, then you'll know that DJ Rex is actually used to be the pilot of the Starspeeder 3000 on the original version of that ride. And Hondo was first introduced in the Clone Wars cartoon and also appeared in Star Wars Rebels before being introduced into the Galaxy's Edge theme parks. So DJ Rex. Rex was recently reprogrammed to be a DJ in Olga's Cantina. Today he can be found playing the latest hits from around the galaxy at the heart of Black Spire Outpost. And Hondo Ohnaka's character description is: at the infamous Black Spire Outpost on Batuu, Hondo Ohnaka has started Ohnaka Transport Solutions to run contraband throughout the galaxy. And then on the side, instead of the usual red colour on the back, we've got Star Wars Galaxy's Edge trading post, and obviously no number because these are exclusive and they haven't been assigned a number in the standard Black series. So let's have a look at these figures and let's get them cracked open. I wasn't expecting him to be so small, but he is a droid after all, and he is accurate in size to obviously how he was on the Star Tours ride, and also how he appears in Olga's Canteen if you go to Galaxy's Edge, if you're lucky enough to get over there. He does have some lovely articulation. He does obviously go around like that, and his arms move around in various ways.
as you can see, and his head goes up and down and does move around. So he's a nice little figure, but I'm not sure I would have paid $24.99 for him if I'd actually seen him in the park itself. Perhaps he could have been packaged with Hondo as a 2-pack. That might have been a better deal if you'd done both of them for, say, for around about as a deluxe set for £30, or perhaps you know, 35 or even £40, given the fact that these are £25 or $25 each when you get there. But, you know, I'm not grumbling. He is a lovely detailed figure, and he will take pride and place in my Black Series display. Moving on to Hondo now, and this figure is really, really good. The level of detail is absolutely amazing. He does come with one accessory, which is his laser pistol, which is there, which has a lovely, nice paint detail on it on both sides, which you can have him holding, or he also has a holster in which to obviously put that gun in. Now, this figure of Hondo is the first figure that we've had of this character, who first appeared in the Clone Wars cartoon and then popped up again in the Star Wars Rebels cartoon as well. And this is based on his appearance as he appears in the pre-show for the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride, which if you're lucky enough to get over to either Florida or California, you know, once this whole pandemic is over and done with, then you get to actually ride and pilot the Millennium Falcon. And the backstory is that Hondo has borrowed the Millennium Falcon from Chewbacca to use it in his smuggling operation in exchange for giving some of his captures of coaxium fuel to the Resistance to help them out with their efforts, as well as lining his pockets at the same time. So if the pre-show for the ride, before you actually get onto the Millennium Falcon, has a fully life-size animatronic of Hondo as he appears here. Bring it closer. If you look at that, if you just look at the sheer detail, certainly behind his goggles, and the fact that you can see his eyes in there, that's a lovely bit of detail that you can see on that sculpt. Now let's just go in for a little bit of a closer look. The detail on his actual body and costume is, the sculpt is second to none. You really can't fault that. And obviously what they've probably done is digitally scanned the animatronic figure at one of the parks, and then they've been able to sculpt a very, very accurate representation of the character as he appears at Galaxy's Edge. Really am pleased with this figure. He's a bit of a rogue, he's a bit of a smuggler. He kind of sometimes plays both sides, but he became a fan favourite from the Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, so it's kind of like he was probably the obvious choice to host the pre-show and give you the details of what the ride was about before you get on. And then obviously he narrates throughout the ride and advises you what to do, because you actually pilot the Millennium Falcon in that ride. You pilot it, you move it around, you go into hyperspace, you press all the buttons in the cockpit, you fire all the lasers, you help repair the engines. Obviously it's a motion simulator ride similar to Star Tours, and depending on what you do, sometimes the ride is slightly different at every time. And obviously you need to get as much coaxium fuel as possible in order to get it back to Batuu at Galaxy's Edge, in order to help out the Resistance, and also to give Hondo some profit in his smuggling operation. So really, really pleased with this figure. And again, he comes with a lot of articulation. I'm not going to move it around too much because I'm kind of like just going to have this figure on display as he is. I think it looks really good that way. Yeah, really pleased with these two figures. Like I said, I was a bit shocked that Rex was so small. And certainly you might feel a little bit disappointed given the price point of him. And he could have been perhaps the standard $19.99 for your standard Black Series figure, rather than the exclusive price point of $24.99. But still, if you're a fan of obviously the character, you love the old Star Tours ride, I have the park exclusive 3.75 inch figure of Rex when he was the pilot for the Star Tours ride before it was changed several years ago, and then it became C-3PO was then became the pilot, the unwitting pilot, and Rex was taken out of the revamped Star Tours ride, and then obviously he's ended up in Olga's Cantina. And obviously if you go in there and to eat your food or to get a tasty glass of blue milk or any other intergalactic beverage, you'll be able to see him in the corner as a fully fledged animatronic playing some of the tunes and also saying some of his previous catchphrases from the Star Tours ride when he was a pilot. So highly recommended, and as I said earlier on, given the current situation, these are not just exclusive to the Galaxy's Edge sections of the Disney theme parks. They are fully available on the Disney Store website and also from other websites such as Forbidden Planet, Star Action Figures, Kapow Toys, and other outlets as well. So pick these up. Highly recommended.
Well, I hope you like that review of the two Galaxy's Edge Black Series figures, and if you did, please leave us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to get notified of when our next video is loaded up. Speaking of our next video, the next video will be a creepy one. It's going to be Pennywise the Clown from Stephen King's It. If you don't like clowns, might have to skip that one. It's going to be
Just
scary.
a quick update to show you of how the Black Series display is currently looking. So I've got some plastic risers that I got off eBay for about 12 quid. It was a set of 4, so I've used 2 of those. So now I'm able to have a bit more leeway with the figures so they don't look as crowded. And then obviously down here we've got DJ Rex is in the background playing some tunes. Got the smugglers in the corner, Han, Chewie, Lando and Hondo, Clone Wars troopers, and Mace Windu, Padme up there with Obi-Wan, Finn, Rey, old Jedi Master Luke, Jin and Cassian. And then we've got the droids, Admiral Akbar, and then Han, Luke, Leia in the middle there. And then down on this shelf here is currently where the vehicles are. So we've got 2 Sand Troopers flanking Luke in his land speeder. Got the pre-Beskar armor Mandalorian, the Scout Trooper on the speeder bike, and X-Wing pilot Luke. So I'm sure we'll be adding more Black Series figures to the display as we go along, but that's looking pretty impressive. I think you'll agree.
And just before we go, just to let you know that we now have an Instagram account at Bearded Geek Toys. It should be down here. So hit that. I'll put a link in the description to the Instagram page that we've now set up, and that's going to have just pictures of my collection, pictures of toys that I've reviewed, as well as some other things on there as well. So feel free to give us a follow on that, and obviously what I'll do, I'll follow you back as well. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you with the next Bearded Geek toy review. See you later. Bye now.